Imagine a country where 1 in every 25 people experiences a violent crime each year. Sounds unthinkable, right? Well, that's the reality in the United States today. It's a chilling fact that's hard to swallow, but it's true. The rate of violent crimes, which include murder, rape, robbery, and aggravated assault, is alarmingly high. And it's not just the violent crimes that are concerning. Property crimes such as burglary, arson, larceny theft, and motor vehicle theft are also on the rise. Each year, millions of Americans become victims of these crimes, their lives turned upside down in an instant. And what's even more shocking is that these rates aren't decreasing, they're increasing. The United States, a nation known for its opportunities and freedoms, is also home to some of the highest crime rates in the world. But these numbers, as staggering as they are more than just statistics. They represent real people, real victims. They represent families torn apart, communities living in fear, and lives forever changed. But where does it occur most? Let's dive into the top 10 most dangerous cities in the US. Starting at number 10, we have Birmingham, Alabama, a city that has been identified as the most dangerous city in the United States due to its high crime rate. According to FBI's Uniform Crime Report, Birmingham has a violent crime rate of 1,485.0 incidents per 100,000 people, which is significantly higher than the national average of 372 incidents per 100,000 people. The city, once a beacon of civil rights and a testament to the resilience of the human spirit, is now wrestling with an ugly underbelly. A city with a rich past, it's a tragedy that Birmingham's present is so fraught with danger. The city's crime problem is attributed to several factors, including high poverty and unemployment rates. Birmingham has a poverty rate of 27.8% and an unemployment rate of 6.1%, both of which are significantly above the national average. To effectively address the crime problem in Birmingham, it is essential to address the underlying economic and social issues that contribute to it. This requires a comprehensive approach that includes initiatives to reduce poverty and unemployment, improve education and job training. Moving westward, we reach Albuquerque, New Mexico, sitting at number 9. Known for its vibrant culture and stunning landscapes, this city also grapples with a high crime rate. Albuquerque had a violent crime rate of 1,006 incidents per 100,000 people. Albuquerque's property crime rate also went through the roof this year, affecting hundreds of its residents. Life in Albuquerque, as described by one of its residents, is a challenging balance of appreciating the city's natural beauty while navigating the realities of its crime rate. They spoke of stunning sunsets over the Sandia Mountains that are, unfortunately, often overshadowed by the undercurrent of fear that permeates the city. Local officials have tied high levels of violence in Albuquerque to homelessness and financial hardship, with an estimated 15.5% of the metro area population living below the poverty line, compared to 12.3% of all Americans. Despite the challenges, Albuquerque has been making efforts to address crime in the city, with a focus on community engagement and targeted law enforcement initiatives. However, the city still has a long way to go in reducing crime rates and improving public safety. We continue our journey in Stockton, California, the 8th most dangerous city. Situated in the sun-drenched San Joaquin Valley, Stockton's vibrant cultural diversity and rich agricultural history are unfortunately overshadowed by its high crime rates. Stockton has been dealing with issues of crime, particularly violent crimes like murder and aggravated assault. Stockton had a violent crime rate of 723 incidents per 100,000 people, with a total of 5,517 violent crimes reported in the city in 2020. Property crimes, including arson and larceny theft, are also a significant concern in this city. The surge in homicides, with 84 reported cases, marked a 68% increase from the previous year, contributing to the city's dangerous reputation. Most of the homicides in Stockton involved firearms, highlighting the impact of gun violence on the city's crime rates. Despite the city's valiant efforts, crime continues to be a persistent issue, casting a somber cloud over Stockton's potential. As we move forward, we hope to see a decrease in these daunting statistics. Stockton, a city where the sun shines brightly, but the shadow of crime looms large. Heading back to the Midwest, we land in Cleveland, Ohio at number 7. Once known as the Forest City, Cleveland now has high rates of both violent and property crimes. Robbery and aggravated assault are particularly prevalent alongside a significant number of property crimes like burglary and arson. In 2019, the city recorded 7,292 incidents of violent crime, which includes homicides, rapes, robberies, and assaults. It is important to note that crime rates have been declining in recent years, which is a positive trend for the city. Efforts to combat crime are being made by local authorities, with initiatives such as increased police presence and community engagement programs. However, a comprehensive approach involving not only law enforcement but also social programs and community development is necessary to create a safer and more prosperous community for all. Rounding out the first half of our list at number 6 is Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Known for its brewing traditions and vibrant art scene, Milwaukee faces challenges with crime, particularly violent crimes such as murder and rape. Property crimes are also a significant concern, with larceny theft and motor vehicle theft being the most common. Due to sustained population decline in the city, violent crime rate has increased to 1,597.36 per 100,000 people. The Milwaukee Police Department's 2023 Violent Crime Plan indicates that homicides increased by 11% in 2022 and up to 95% of homicides involved firearms. It is hoped that new investment and building developments across the city will draw people back and make this place a desirable area to live once again. Halfway through our list, at number 5, we find Kansas City, Missouri. Known for its jazz music and barbecue, Kansas City is unfortunately also known for its high crime rates. In Kansas City, the crime rate is persistently high, with property crimes such as burglary and motor vehicle theft also being prevalent. The city's law enforcement has been fighting an uphill battle to curb these crimes. To combat this, the Kansas City Police Department is working with other community organizations to help implement a citywide strategy to reduce crime and help people out of poverty, as well as address various mental health issues that could lead to violence. Kansas City, a city striving for safety amidst a storm of crime. Moving into the top 4, we arrive in Memphis, Tennessee. Home to the blues, soul, and rock and roll, Memphis unfortunately plays a different tune when it comes to crime. In recent years, the city has seen a troubling uptick in both violent and property crimes. This city has one of the highest crime rates in the country, with violent crimes such as murder and robbery being particularly prevalent. Despite the city's rich cultural history and musical roots, the high crime rates cast a long shadow over Memphis, making it a difficult place for residents to feel safe. It also has a reputation as one of the most violent cities in America, with nearly 400 homicides recorded in 2023. This is a rate of 63 homicides per 100,000 residents. Levels of poverty are high in Memphis, and police funding has been cut, leading to rates of violent crime that are well above the national average. However, it is hoped that new federal funding and a program known as the Violent Crime Initiative will help to turn this city around and make it a safer place to live. On the East Coast, we find Baltimore, Maryland at number 3. Known for its historic seaport, Baltimore has a high incidence of both violent and property crimes. Baltimore had a violent crime rate of 1,833.4 incidents per 100,000 people, surpassing the national average. The city's crime rates are heavily influenced by issues such as murder, rape, and aggravated assault. Property crimes including burglary, larceny theft, and arson also contribute to Baltimore's high crime figures. Economic factors like poverty and unemployment play a significant role in Baltimore's crime problem. Efforts to address Baltimore's crime problem include initiatives like the Baltimore Safe Streets program. The city's crime rate is significantly higher than the national average, making it a tough place to live, and investments in victim services and community-based violence intervention programs. However, the city continues to face challenges in reducing crime rates. Baltimore, a city where the struggle for safety is a daily reality. At number 2, we find Detroit, Michigan. Known as the Motor City, Detroit has a rich history tied to the automotive industry. However, it has struggled with high crime rates for years. In recent times, Detroit has seen a significant increase in violent crimes, with robbery and aggravated assault leading the pack. Detroit reported a violent crime rate of 2007.8 incidents per 100,000 people, which is significantly higher than the national average. The city's homicide rate is also high, with 261 homicides reported. The city's murder rate is also alarmingly high, making it one of the most dangerous cities in the country. Property crimes, including burglary and motor vehicle theft, are also quite prevalent in Detroit. Reports suggest that these crimes have seen a steep rise over the past few years, indicating a worrying trend. The city's officials and law enforcement agencies are working tirelessly to curb this situation, but it remains a major challenge. At the top of our list, we find St. Louis, Missouri, the most dangerous city in the US in 2024. St. Louis, also known as the Gateway to the West, has unfortunately become a gateway to crime. The city has consistently topped the charts for the highest crime rates in the country. The city had a violent crime rate of 1,833.4 incidents per 100,000 people, which is significantly higher than the national average of 372 incidents per 100,000 people. St. Louis's violent crime rate, especially the murder rate, is the highest in the nation. The city also has a high rate of aggravated assaults and robberies. Property crimes are also a significant concern, with burglary and larceny theft being the most common. While the city has seen a slight decrease in some crime rates, the overall situation remains critical. One of the factors contributing to St. Louis's high crime rate is poverty. The city has a poverty rate of 22.4%, higher than the national average of 12.3%. This economic disparity has led to a sense of despair among many residents, making them more vulnerable to criminal activity. Drug dealing is also a significant issue in St. Louis, with gangs engaging in various activities that impact the city's overall safety. The widespread of firearms and limited gun control measures contribute to the overall crime rates in St. Louis. These cities, St. Louis and Detroit, carry the unfortunate title of being the most dangerous cities in the United States. Their high crime rates are a stark reminder of the challenges that still exist in ensuring safety and security for all. Let's hope for a future where these cities can overcome these issues and reclaim their rich histories and vibrant cultures. What do these crime rates mean for the people living in these cities? When we talk about crime rates, we're not just talking about statistics on a page. We're talking about the daily lives of people, their safety, their peace of mind, and their overall quality of life. High crime rates can have a profound impact on a community, and these impacts extend far beyond the immediate victims of crime. The future of these cities doesn't have to be defined by their present state. We've seen from examples around the world that it's possible to turn things around. Cities once plagued by high crime rates have managed to transform themselves into safer places through a combination of effective law enforcement strategies, social programs, and legislative changes. But it's important to remember that change doesn't happen overnight. It requires time, effort, and a collective commitment to creating safer communities. Change is possible, but it requires action. It's up to us to make these cities and the entire United States safer for everyone. We encourage you to share your thoughts and experiences, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe my channel. Goodbye till the next time.